What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why the 2021 NFL Draft should be heavily favoring the offensive side of the football. The 9 drafts prior to Joe Douglas being hired skewed heavily towards the defensive side of the football, and it's no wonder why the Jets offense has struggled so badly for the past decade. Let's get after it. And just a quick reminder here, on April 28th, the night before the NFL Draft, we will be live streaming, and we're going to give away our $50 gift card to the Jets shop to one of our subscribers. So if you would like to win that prize, and if you would like to be a part of the NYJ Today community, please consider subscribing to the channel, and we just want to thank you again for all of your support. We're going to start this video with the offensive side of the football. So since the 2011 draft, all the way through the 2019 draft, the New York Jets have spent a grand total of 6 draft picks on the offensive side of the football. Now, I did exclude quarterbacks because, again, I feel like when you're drafting a quarterback, you are trying to draft these positions to help support the quarterback. And so 6 players in 9 drafts at these positions is absolutely pathetic. They average less than 1 offensive player every draft in these rounds. And again, take a look at the offensive line. 9 drafts, they've spent 2 picks in the first 3 rounds on offensive linemen, and they're up there, Chuma Edoga and Brian Winters. How in the hell is a quarterback supposed to have any success without proper offensive linemen and talent at that position? And you have to remember, there are 5 starters on the offensive line on every single team in the NFL. And we've spent 2 picks in that amount of time. It's just absolutely embarrassing to think about. The 3 wide receivers that we drafted Devin Smith in the 2nd round, we drafted Stephen Hill in the 2nd round, and we drafted Ardarius Stewart in the 3rd round. That is painful, and we know those guys were busts. They were busts when they left us and they went to other teams. But to only have drafted that many skill position players, again, no running backs, which is fine because we know that running backs aren't as valuable as receivers, but to have nothing there in the cupboard as far as weapons drafted in these drafts, it's just terrible. And then the tight end that we drafted in the 2nd round was Jason Moreau, and we all know what happened with him, just a huge bust, did not pan out at all. We know why the offense has sucked, and it's because the Jets have not drafted well, and they haven't really invested on the offensive side of the football like they need to be doing this season. And in the same span of time and in the same 3 rounds, the New York Jets spent 16 draft picks on the defensive side of the football, 7 of which came at the defensive line. So the defensive line picks that we spent in this amount of time outnumbers the number of weapons and offensive linemen that we have drafted. It's just crazy to think about, and it just showcases why our offense has been miserable to watch for this past decade. And I think that it kind of highlights the importance of this upcoming draft. We have to invest early on the offensive side of the football. If we want to start turning this thing around and start scoring some points, how could we possibly not think that we need to invest in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round, which we have 5 picks in this draft? How would we not? We need to come away with at least 3 to 4 players in those picks that need to be on the offensive side of the football. I think it would be just fine if they decide to select a cornerback early. You could even make the case maybe for a linebacker early in this draft. But we cannot be spending multiple picks on the defensive side of the football in this draft early. They need to invest in the offense, and I hope you guys do agree with me with this take. So just to summarize here, am I saying that we need to ignore the defensive side of the football? Absolutely not. We need to invest in critical positions like edge rusher, like cornerback. But again, I don't know if this is the draft to be spending multiple early picks on the defensive side of the football. I am absolutely fine with investing and getting some players on the defensive side in this draft. But guys, we have to start scoring points. If we're going to turn this thing around, if we're going to help our quarterback to succeed his rookie year so that he doesn't have a problem moving forward, we have to invest. And I can't emphasize that enough. And again, if you guys don't agree with my takes here, If you do agree with my takes here, I do want to hear from you guys in the comments section. So just go ahead and fill it up and let me know what you guys think about the video. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. Guys, if you could do me a favor and jet up the like button, and if you're new here or if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. We love interacting with you guys. We hope to hear from you and see you in the comments for our live stream coming up this Wednesday. Go Jets, and I'll see you guys next time.